gentlemen, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
So Hiroshi Tanahashi has introduced a 10-point plan for the future of New Japan, and he revealed he's very happy with his relationship with AEW, essentially. So I wouldn't assume anything with New Japan would happen. I think maybe The Rock thought the internet would have been a buzz, or that they were talking to New Japan about it, but it just doesn't fit their vision or whatever. So talent discovery and development, so that's good. Young talent should wrestle in more high-level spots. Wrestlers still need to earn their spots. New Japan wants the best wrestlers in their early 20s. Elevating the value of title belts, which is important. Reducing, eliminating outside interference in our matches. Increasing the prominence and status of New Japan Pro Wrestle Hontai. Not Hente, you sick freaks. Hontai. Hontai to be a desired unit for young wrestlers returning from excursion. Strengthening ties with Stardom. Stardom will be owned by New Japan as of the end of June. So big news no one's talking about. So I expect the AEW Stardom relationship to continue going strong. But it's weird because everyone's just leaving and signing with Tony Khan. And I have more proof of that with some legends now who are like against American wrestling. One of them. And he's getting his American visa now, and we know where he's going. It's ridiculous. So strengthening ties with AEW. New Japan is happy with their relationship with AEW. There's the perception that New Japan is treated as a sub-brand or is looked down on by AEW. Well, that's not true in Japan. You guys outdraw them there. Some of that perception of New Japan being behind comes from the economics at the moment, but the truth of the matter is AEW strengthens New Japan's strengths are different. From development of talent from scratch to a historical, traditional perspective, there's a lot New Japan can offer that AEW cannot. Facts. Isn't it crazy? Their own partners, New Japan, just flat out said, like, they don't develop young talent, and they haven't developed anyone. We offer way more than they do in that department. Like, they just openly say that. How funny is that, man? So there's a lot we can do together, and while much of it isn't something we can discuss right now, there's a lot we will do. But the idea that New Japan is inferior is not correct. I don't think anyone looks at you as inferior. I actually think people think you guys are getting taken advantage of, man. We are absolutely not on even footing, and that's something we'll prove in the near future. Or we're absolutely on an even footing. Improving the live fan experience, different prices, different tiers, female-only seating sections. What the? So that guys can get rowdier or what in Japan? Why would they do female-only? That is racist. No, I'm kidding. That's sexualist, bro. Don't sexualize me. No. I'm gonna get someone on the show to break this down with me who's can give a first-hand experience on all this. Special food menus, consider number of people in a box. Improving New Japan World, which they should. Archives should be complete by the end of the year. Live viewing has been improved. Improved treatment of personal information. So apologies for getting USB drives stolen. What? Plans are in place to keep data safe going forward? What the? I stole a USB and it proved that aliens are real and they exist in Iran and they're creating AI videos. We located the thumb drive. It was in the black box on the helicopter that flew over Laurel Canyon and Jared Leto's encampment that the CIA used to operate a cult in. And New Japan thanks the sponsors. So shout out Tanahashi, a real leader, a true leader. So Zilla Fatu picked up another championship. So forget about 7 belts Monet or whatever. We got 4 belts Zilla. And he won at the New Jersey at Gremlin House Wrestling with BG Wayne. He's the ROW champion, the 4th rope champion, the Hog Crown Jewel champion, and the Gremlin House Tag Team champion. So there you go, man. Collecting titles. Priscilla Kelly attacked Elayna Black and went heel. So Gigi Dolan attacked Cora Jade for you E-drones after her match in this venue with not a lot of people, not shitting on them at all. But a lot of these wrestling gals have turned to OF after being released from AEW and WWE, and there's a reason for it, man. And it's pretty wild we live in a world where women just have that default fallback. It's pretty crazy. And the marriage rates are declining all over the fucking world for the most part, dude. And you got to think, at what point did dudes got to quit simping, huh? And start pimping? We got to quit simping, start pimping, man. When's those t-shirts? 626. Get on a design. Make it Pimp My Ride, like a Pimp My Ride text where it looks like Pimp My Ride, kind of like that logo, but it says quit simping, start pimping.
AEW debut.
No, I'm married. I have a wife. I'm the biggest simp for my wife, right? She's like, do this, and I do it, right? No, she earned that shit. Okay, guys?
Oh, wait
a second.
1 second. Behind her, Priscilla Kelly. Priscilla Kelly
Attacking
out of
Elayna
here
Black.
and attacking Elayna Black.
All right.
A couple of very familiar opponents. They may have both made their debuts here in AEW tonight. AI.
There you go. This lady here, her expert subject on this show, Mastermind. I don't know how it works exactly. Just watch this.
Right here, you also do wrestling as well.
I dabble.
You dabble, right? So do you borrow some of his style?
Absolutely. Like, he's super, super influential to me
Oh, so she's trying to be like an indie wrestler.
in terms of the wrestling that I would like to emulate. Unfortunately, passion does not necessarily translate into talent, but I do my best.
All right, Holly, are you ready?
Ugh, I'll give it a go.
Your time starts.
Pimping ain't easy. It's true. I think that's why dudes took the easy way out. It's hard out here for a pimp. You ain't know when you're trying to get this money for the rent. You ain't know.
Now, wrestler Zack Sabre Jr. is listed as being born in 1987 on the Isle of Sheppey in the UK. With what real name?
Lucas Eatwell.
Correct. Sabre's weight is listed by New Japan Pro Wrestling as a solid 211 pounds, while his build height is what in feet and inches?
6'1".
Correct. That's
Holy fuck, let's
2025
go.
interview. Which city does Zack Sabre Jr. refer to as his favorite in the world?
Tokyo.
Correct. A magical sounding nickname that is one of many informal monikers used by Zack Sabre is the technical what?
Wizard.
Correct. A
Damn.
Sabre finisher is named Hurrah. Another year, surely this one will be better than the last. The inexorable march of progress will lead us all to what?
Progress.
Happiness.
Dang it.
In 2017, Zack Sabre Jr. joined what wrestling stable that primarily appeared in New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Suzuki Gun.
Correct. Zack Sabre and Minoru Suzuki lost the Revolution Pro Undisputed British Tag Team title belts to a Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis team named what?
Aussie Open.
Correct. Sabre claimed in an interview with New Japan Pro Wrestling that every time he had beaten Shingo Takagi, it had been by what method of victory?
Submission.
Correct. In 2019, Sabre won the Wrestling Observer newsletter's Bryan Danielson Award for Best What?
Technical wrestler.
Correct. Sabre said in 2020.
Fucking Dave, you know, he's like, well, I was on Mastermind. I am the Mastermind, Brian. Well, it seems like she studied the business.
Learn, baby, learn. Meltzer Inferno.
Fucking Dave Meltzer's like, well, see, I told you, Brian.
You know, poor people don't like AEW.
That if he had lost his New Japan title match to Tetsuya Naito, he would have thrown himself into which ocean?
Pacific.
Correct. In his first official match at the WXW 16-carat gold tournament in Germany in 2016, Sabre defeated which longtime competitor?
Walter.
Correct. In which 2015 tournament
Shout out Walter, who's on screen right now.
did Sabre defeat Ricochet, Pentagon Jr., and Marty Scurll before winning the final in a three-way elimination match?
New Japan Cup.
Battle of Los Angeles. In an interview before the
Bola, wrong. No, just kidding.
WWE Cruiserweight Classic, Sabre cited Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho, and which other technically skilled wrestler as influences?
Eddie Guerrero.
Correct. In 2024, Sabre became the first non-Japanese wrestler since Bob Sapp in 2002 to be named MVP by which organization?
Wrestling Observer newsletter.
Tokyo Sports. You picked up 11 points.
See, she cited. Well, actually, we did name that too, but Tokyo Sports, I mean, the best guys, Tony Khan.
Out of that round. Pretty solid result there, I think. Thank you so much.
Well, you know, actually, technically, if you studied my paper months before, you know, except that I actually did say that.
Back to you, Chair.
Thank you.
It's based on fan votes. I named him that, but the community didn't, Brian. He's like, sir, my name is Griffin. That's amazing. Shout out that lady. She's fucking spectacular. So New Japan Global, they said we have a big announcement. Everybody be there. And a lot of folks were like, you're being bought by WWE or you're owned by WWE. But I didn't jump on that shit because I kind of just had the feeling has been moving away from there. I did get a DM from someone who's worked in a bunch of Japanese feds and shit, who was like, yeah, the deal blew up and now they're with Noah and now they're looking at NJPW, but whatever the fuck too. So I don't know. All I'm saying is they didn't say anything about that. And Kidani said on January 4/26, we'll see Hiroshi Tanahashi's retirement and Aaron Wolf's debut. I don't think you can see two clear indications of one era ending and perhaps a new one beginning. And so Olympic gold medal winning judoka Aaron Wolf has officially signed with New Japan. And people are like, who? Well, he's a gold medal winner. And he's like a wrestling mark, I think. He's like really excited. This is what he wants to do. And if WWE signed this guy, everyone would be like, oh my God, fucking NIL, whatever. So guys, get excited. This gold medal winning judoka, Aaron Wolf, instead of going to UFC, he could have trained. He could have went to the PFL, beat up some guys. You know what I mean? It's a really big deal. This is like Kurt Angle. He didn't do it with a broken neck, but it's like Kurt Angle signing with fucking WWE. They're going to train him right as a young lion. I'm excited for it, man. Speaking of excited, these giraffes and Black Sabre Jr., Cheeseburger, ROH. This is Cheeseburger, okay? If you guys know that wrestler. And he's wrestling these giraffe dudes or whatever. Chat, do you guys like stuff like this in pro wrestling or not? Shout out Linkin Park. One of the best. Oh, no, that's not Cheeseburger, but he posted it. Or maybe that is Cheeseburger. Mayu Iwatani suffered a broken rib, unfortunately, which she stated on her story on Instagram. So wishing her a speedy recovery. Atsuhi Onita. So I don't know how he's a fucking legend in my eyes. Yeah, he had a unique entrance. He's still going. And he had an Anywhere Street Fight Electric Explosion death match on Sunday. Okay, and he rode in on a fucking horse. And he's still doing these wild-ass matches. Who even knows how much money he's getting? Just throw back to Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling and Hayabusa and all that. I'm a big mark for Onita. But he's still going, man. Crazy. And I'm glad he's okay. So Nixon Newell, Tegan Knox has announced her next venture. So we covered it on this show. No one else really covering the shit. But she's struggling to get booked. Abaddon Conan talked about this. Abaddon will be lucky if she gets $400, is his quote, on the indies to appear. Like, she got priced out. You know, then Tegan Knox announced she's starting an OF, dude. So the former WWE start to launch her own OF, joining a number of other wrestlers. She announced via Instagram, posting a reveal that her official count would be launching in 5 days. The post included a timer, so they all know to do this, and then she says, coming soon, OF is finally happening. What does that mean, finally? Because all these simps are fucking like, we'll pay for your goddamn pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's begging you for this shit? Fuck. And like, I'm not trying to be one of these red pill, man. Like, I'm not trying to do that, chat. Okay, I think that shit's cringe. I'm just saying, like, why is this the fallback? It's a fucking shame, man. Now, she's not the only one, and I'm not shaming her. Let her do her thing. Listen, if she's posting bikini pics and shit for free, and now she's going to just only do it behind a paywall, okay. That's her own prerogative. I'm not hating on it. And I'm not telling you how to spend your money. Go do your thing. But, like, goddamn, man. You know, another one, dude. And so Cora Jade, Matt Riddle has one, and dudes are starting it too, and good for them. You know, if dudes can, I heard a UFC fighter, I don't want to say the wrong one, so I'm not going to say a name, but I forget, but he was like showing, members show, okay, guys? He was showing like his ball sack or something on OnlyFans and made like 6 figures really quick and got out of there or something. Right, if that's what you're going to do, you're going to use your name, whatever, do you, okay? Do you. I'm not shaming nobody. But all I'm saying is that it's sad to me that we see trouble getting booked, and we chronicle on this show, there's some of these people are priced out because of WWE as well when they fucking priced up, because AEW priced up a lot of people and da-da-da-da. And we've chronicled it here for a little while, and now we're seeing like Tegan Knox is going to start the OF. And it's like, damn, really? That's the one I didn't expect, you know? and Jakara Jackson started one, and Elayna Black started one, and and Mandy Rose is helping her set one up and all this stuff. And I mean, good for them. They're gonna make obscene amounts of money to where they won't even need to wrestle and shit. But yeah, how many? But anyways, moving along. There's your little. We're entering the manosphere here today, pal. I'm gonna start selling you a course, the Cobra course, okay? And you have to cage fight me to get into my club. Again, B. Priestley just launched her OF, and it's already a huge success for her. So she probably made 6 figures right off the bat. And then Aaron Wolf has signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So again, there's a look at the gentleman. We covered that. He's a judoka gold medalist, going about it the right way. You either got to train through becoming a young lion, or you got to train through stardom, or you got to go to the PC. Those are the best places to train and be cultivated as talent. Tetsuya Naito. So we talked about, Tanahashi's relationship with AEW and all of that. And, Stardom will be part of New Japan. Like, New Japan will own Stardom. So a bunch of these Stardom ladies are being scooped up from Stardom to AEW, much like these New Japan fellas are. And then, a guy who we covered it on this show, everyone's yelling at me, yo, Phil, Tetsuya Naito hates American wrestling and all this shit. He detests it. Him and Bushi are in the process of securing U.S. visas. And Naito speaks about not being able to use his New Japan Pro Wrestle theme song. And they took his theme. He can't use it when he goes to America, and the LIJ theme song, which we covered before as well, is no longer allowed to be used. And so they're going to America now to what? Like, stick it to Bushi Road or what? Like, what the fuck are they doing? And they're going to obviously sign with AEW, right? And then you have guys like burying them. Oh, yeah, like these two washed up has-beens are going to go with Okada and AEW or go to WWE so that AEW doesn't get them. Like, you already see people flipping out about this shit. And I hope they go and get their bags. But yeah, man, for the people who are like, no, Naito won't ever go to America and shit, boom, the money talks, man. Why is he Bushi back? Well, because he fucking can limp his ass out there. They'll send him out there, dude. Why is Punk going to Saudi? Because the money talks, son. That's why, bro. And this guy sees the bag, and now he's mad at Bushi Road and all this shit. Or maybe, I don't know if he is, but maybe I don't understand this correctly. But yeah, they're getting their U.S. visas. They're obviously going to go work. So why else would they get them? So this is why Ric Flair was trending. He's with Shiloh Sanders, and they're taking over Tampa at Daly's place. Woo! I'm having a hard time keeping these leaders down.
Why you just say he'll round me up, bro? Yeah, come on, Ray. You still got it, though.
Hell yeah, man.
You might could be Coach Prime in the race.
Dude, come on, man. And then he's just chilling with ladies. Better than creepy ass dudes. Right?
I gotta say that for you. Know what? Woo! Dang! That does get loud.
Nature Boy, here. Shiloh.
Woo!
Hey, why you just...
Yeah, a lot of people idolize this man, and I mean, his outbursts at pizza joints aside, I think he's we should appreciate him while he's here, especially with the whole skin cancer stuff and all of that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Miss Elayna's news.